Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making a baked potato. So let's go ahead and hop into this video. The ingredients are actually pretty simple. I have small shrimp, salted butter, Colby Jack and white sharp cheddar cheese, plain cream cheese, sour cream, also heavy cream, and then I also had some leftover broccoli, two potatoes, but really as much as you need for your family, some sea salt, and a little bit of olive oil. You want to start with dry potatoes if you want them to have that crisp outer crust, if you know what I'm talking about. So I went in with the olive oil first just to make sure that it's well coated. This is going to help the process because we're going to sprinkle some sea salt on after this, and the salt makes the potato dry out. Not dry out, but dry out. Y'all, the salt helps the potato dry out to give it that crispy outer layer that some people are looking for. This was my first time actually doing the potato like this, so I'm actually excited to see how it turns out. Normally, I just put a little bit of butter, wrap it up in some foil, and go on about my day. I'm going to put the oven on 300 and allow these to cook slowly. While those are in the oven, I'm going to get started on prepping my cheese for the cheese sauce for the potatoes. So I have a shredder. This was one of the best things that I probably ever could have invested in because I don't have to use that extra elbow grease just to really get in there and shred up that cheese. You know what I'm talking about? Like one of those other cheese graters. This one is the bomb.com. I was wondering if they have an electric one. Let me know in the comments below. Do they have an electric cheese grater? Because if so, that's another step that I need to upgrade to. If you want to buy pre-shredded cheese, that's okay too, but doing it yourself allows for your cheese sauce to be a lot more creamier. Now I'm going to take the leftover broccoli that I have and cut those down into small pieces, so I'll be back once I'm done. Alright guys, so this is about the size that I like my broccoli to be. If you want yours to be smaller, feel free. So I'm going to go in with some coconut oil. I recently started using this and I like the way that it gives the broccoli a sweet taste. I'm not going to season heavy with the broccoli because the cheese sauce and everything will take over. So I use roasted garlic and herb, paprika, and also white pepper. Once I got the season well incorporated, I'm going to drop a little bit of butter in my pan and then allow the broccoli to cook on both sides. I wanted to have like that little chart on it, if you know what I'm talking about. I feel like that gives vegetables and other stuff just so much flavor. So while the broccoli is finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and start my cheese sauce. I allowed my pot to heat up already. I used about a cup of heavy cream and a half thing of cream cheese. We're going to allow this to melt down completely before we start adding things to the pot. Make sure you allow your cream cheese to get room temperature. If you try to add cold cream cheese, it will not melt properly. After that, I'm going to go in with a spoonful of chicken bouillon seasoning. This is going to help with the flavor. And I also added a little bit of whole milk just to make sure that it's not too thick. If it does get too thick, feel free to add a little bit more cream cheese or a little bit of whole milk. So now that I've added my first batch of cheese, you want to make sure that you take your time with this. So I'm going to make sure I stir everything good and that all the cheese is melted before I add more. You also want to add your cheese in increments. Don't get too happy and add too much at one time. If you add too much, your cheese will not melt properly and you will have grainy cheese sauce. We don't want that. We want nice, creamy, grain-free cheese. Also, don't leave your cheese sauce unattended. Don't go sit down or anything like that. You want to keep stirring so it doesn't burn at the bottom because we also don't want scorched cheese. So this is a crucial process to making sure that you have delicious cheese sauce. I seasoned it with a little bit of Tony's, black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. If you don't want to use those seasonings, feel free to do it however you decide. My broccoli is looking really good, and like I said, I like that char on it. I feel like it gives it a lot more flavor. So now all we need to do is make our shrimp. To season the shrimp, I use Sazón, garlic powder, onion powder, and also lemon pepper. Now I'm going to put the shrimp in a pan and allow it to cook with a little bit of garlic. after about 2 hours, my potatoes are done and they're ready to eat. Let's see if it has that sound. And it does. Y'all, I'm so excited because this was my first time trying it like this, and I think I did a good job. So now I'm just going to dress the potatoes. I'll come back once I'm done. Goodness gracious, y'all, as I'm sitting here editing this video, I'm like, dang, this looks so good. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just being real. This looks so good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.